here with Red Wagon Crafts, and in today's project we are going to be doing something that I've never done before. I've seen it done a couple of times in the past, and I'm really excited to try it on my own. So we will take a plank of wood and we're going to torch it, clean it up, and apply some wood finish to it. We're really going to bring out the grain of that wood and give it a really burnt wood look. And then I'm going to have a project inside here that we're going to put onto the plaque of wood, and we'll hang it on the wall. And so I'm super excited to try this. I've seen it done before, but I've never actually tackled the job myself. So we're going to try it together. So please like and subscribe below. Visit us on our website at rwcraft.com. You'll find other DIY projects, recipes, just a bunch more there. So stay tuned. We're going to get our materials together that you're going to need to tackle this project, and we're going to try it together. So I'll be right back. Okay, so some of the materials that you're going to need to make this project will be a plank of wood. I have some leftover wood here at my home from another project, so we're going to use this. This we will then torch. I didn't bring that in to show you, but I'll introduce the torch and everything else once we go outside to torch this, to start our first step. So you'll want to have a plank of wood, however big or small that you would like, and you'll need a torch. That'll be what you torch it with. You will need a wire brush to clean it up with. I have a sander that I'm going to use to sand it down, make it nice and smooth, and then we'll put a wood finish on that. So those are some items that we'll introduce once we're outside and I've got it all set up. So on the actual plank, the decorative item that I'm going to apply there is I would like to make a bag, and I want it to look like an older kind of vintage bag, and in the bag I want to put some flowers. So for my bag I'm going to use this burlap that I have, the material, and for the ribbon I'm going to put some ribbon on the bag itself. I don't know which one I want to use, so I just kind of pulled out a whole bunch, and we'll figure out what we want to use once we get to that step. So I have some burlap red ribbon. I have this style of ribbon. It's just a decorative ribbon, a little bit thicker. And then I have some smaller ones that I picked up, and it has the lace on the middle. That's the Dollar Tree. Looks very familiar, I'm sure, to a lot of you. And then here's some more Dollar Tree ribbon. It's just black with the burlap. So I'm not sure which one I'm going to use, so when we get there we'll play with it and take a look to see what looks the best. The flowers that I'm going to use to put inside of my sack is going to be these. I picked them up at Walmart the other day. They were really cute. I thought, oh well, the seasons aren't changing quite yet. It's still summer, but it's going to be changing. So I can definitely put this upstairs and keep it up, but it will look really nice in the fall as well. So I'm going to use this kind of assortment. We'll cut them all off using some scissors, and we'll place them inside of our sack and arrange it the way that we want it to look. So a couple of things that we'll be using would be a hot glue gun. Now I want to hang this on my wall. I'm not going to put it outside, I'm going to put it inside, but I'm going to need something to hang it with. So I am going to use this picture hanging kit. I got this from the Dollar Tree. And I've had it for a little while, and I thought, well, let's go ahead and try it. So this is what we're going to try to use, and then I have some wire here, some wall hanging wire. I'm not really sure if I will need it or not, but we're going to go ahead and just throw it in there just in case. Of course, scissors, and I think that's probably about it. There might be a few things that we add in later on, but when we get there, we'll take a look to see what it looks like. So let me go ahead and let you guys go. I am going to get everything set up so we can start our first step with our wood burning. So I will be right back. Okay, so as we're allowing our wood plaque to dry outside, let the polyurethane actually set in and dry, we're going to go ahead and work on our next step, which is actually making our stack for the center of our plaque to put our flowers in. So I haven't glued anything down, I haven't done anything, but I wanted to show you guys what it's going to look like. So I actually do want to have a real sack, that little bag in there, because I want to be able to put my flowers in there, and if I want to change my arrangement around, I can in the future. So I do want to have the bag. I don't want anything to fall through. So I will show you how I am cutting this and what it will actually look like. So to lay it flat, I have used my ruler, and it is 17 inches long and 19 inches width. Now your sack might be a little bit smaller or larger depending upon the plaque of wood that you're going to use. So with mine, I went ahead and folded it all over to kind of get a good measurement, and this is what I came up with here. So you won't need the ruler anymore there. What I want to do is I want to first, the part that, let me show you what I'm talking about. This part here, for the top part of my bag, I want to make it a little frilly. I want it to look old, I want it to look vintage. So I am going to actually take out some of the strands, and we're going to first straighten that out, make it a little bit straighter, and then I'm going to take out some of the strands and let it look a little bit frilly and old. So let's start by just making the cut a little bit straighter there. It does not have to be perfect, because no one's really going to be taking a measuring to it, and you want it to look very old and kind of ancient. So all you have to do in burlap, I'm sure that a lot of you have used it many of times in the past, it's super easy to make it look like that. You just kind of start taking out some of the strands and you discard them. Of course, you'll probably only want to take like 1 or 2 strands at a time. Too many will make it tight, and then it'll start snagging and it won't look even. I'm going to just do about 1, 2 at a time. And really, this is optional. If you're not really into this type of look, don't do it. I'm not going to pull them all out. I want to measure it back up here, and let's see what it looks like. I'm going to go a little bit farther down. Seems like you can work faster if you just pull one at a time. There we go. That is the look I'm looking for. Okay. So, at this point, I am going to make that flat. I am going to fold this up. And then we will apply the hot glue to the sides. So, with your hot glue gun, now be careful, because I'm sure that anyone that's worked with burlap knows this for a fact. It goes right through it and it can burn you. So just very gently, sometimes I even use another object. It's a good one for a roller. Just kind of smush it down so it sticks. And then we will get this side. Doesn't take a lot of glue. And of course, doesn't take very long to dry. So, I have folded it over so you have an opening in the middle and the bottom of your bag. So, I would like to fold it in. Now, I'm going to fold it in to about right there. So, if you're measuring, mine's about 4 inches each fold. I am going to only apply mine just right there in the middle. One line. You can probably do it however you'd like if you want to do the entire back of the bag, but I'm just going to make one line down with the glue. Okay, so I'm going to kind of open it up because I want to be able to, like I said, actually have a sack in there. So I can change out my flowers and I don't have to worry about anything falling right through when I secure this to the board. So there is your sack. This is mine. I like the frilly look. If I don't like it, if it turns out that I'm like, ew, I don't really like that, I might try to iron it so it all lays very flat. Right now it's kind of how the fold was on the burlap when it was folded over and it was stored away. But I might try to iron it. If you don't like it, you can always cut it off, put some ribbon up there, whatever you like. Okay, so I have so many different ribbons, and because my flowers that I'm going to put in my sack are red, I really wanted to use some of this really nice red ribbon that I had gotten, and I wasn't sure which one that I wanted to use. So I played around with it for a little while here, and I want to show you what I've come up with, and I really think it's going to look pretty. So I have this decorative ribbon. I got it on sale. It is 2.5 inches in width and 12 foot long. So I had plenty of that, not used it yet. So I cut a strand of that off. I cut, I don't know, it was about 16 inches long. Now, I really like this look right here where it cuts, and instead of cutting here and cutting here, all you have to do is you fold it over and you use your scissors and cut downwards to the very last tip. Okay. And when you open it up, there is your cut. I did the same thing for the other side, and so this we are going to have hang on the side. I really like this lace. Now this, I don't have lace itself, but I had this ribbon. I'm sure you guys have seen it before if you're Dollar Tree fans. It's the burlap ribbon with the lace in the middle. I did not like the color of the burlap, so what I did was I cut a larger enough strand, probably about 12 inches, 12, maybe 15 inches long, and I folded it under, as you can see that, and I just cut the burlap off. So then that gave me this piece. The burlap's underneath, but you can't see it. So this gave me just a long strand of the lace, which I thought was really pretty. It kind of gave it an old-fashioned vintage look. These are some buttons that I had. I keep the buttons because I have this old sweater I'm obsessed with, and it's very old. and I need to retire it. So I kept all the buttons off of it, and I thought, oh, I'm sure I can find something to use with these. We are going to put these onto our, we're going to hot glue them onto our bag. We will use this large piece of lace. It looks like it's approximately about 16 inches long. So I am going to use that slightly up from the bottom, approximately about 1.5 to 2 inches up from the bottom, and we will have that lay like so. I'm going to take my 2 buttons, I will put it down there at the bottom, and then I have cut another. Now this is probably about 24, well, maybe not quite, but close, about 18 to 19 inches long. I cut that, did the same thing, took the lace off, and kept the burlap on the back, and this I cut in half now. What I want to do is I'm just going to put some frillies that hang off the side there, just give it more of a decorative look, and that I will do the same with this ribbon. So let's go ahead and apply everything else. This is always what you prefer, what you like, how you like things to look. So this is just something that I came up with, but yours I'm sure will look a lot different as to what you want it to look like. So let's start by applying our lace around it. I'm going to lay my lace down. I will apply my hot glue. So, and again, you can kind of play with this and do however you would like. If you want to put more ribbons there, you can. More lace, more of the other ribbon. It's really to each its own. So, I even have these strips of burlap that I even cut off, and I thought, oh, well, those might even look really nice there, too. So, I really wanted to just get kind of a conglomerate, like a different look to my bag. So here is my sack. I have my 2 buttons over here, I have my lace, and then I have these kind of these ribbons that are just hanging off the side there. Now don't forget, whenever you put all of your flowers in there, a lot of this will kind of, your flowers will probably hang over and kind of hide some of that look up there. So I think my bag is ready. I really think it turned out kind of cute. I like the look of it. So I'm going to go ahead and check on our plaque, and let's take a look to see if it's dry and how it turned out. Our polyurethane is completely dry, and it turned out amazing. I am so excited. I don't even know what to say. I think it looks very cool. I wasn't quite sure what this particular wood would do to it, if we would be able to pick up those grains of wood, but it looked great. My husband helped me with this, and it was both of our first times. He walked me through the steps. I tried it first, and then he came along after me and did a little bit more work to it. So I am completely satisfied with it. It was very simple and very easy, so don't feel discouraged. It looks like, now that I've seen him do it with me, I kind of got a better feel for it, so I'm going to try it totally on my own next time. But this was absolutely, I think it's beautiful. Looks very cool. So what we will do is, this will be our plaque. We will take our bag, we will secure it using some E6000 glue to the kind of more along the bottom of our plaque, so it will look like so. And then we will take our flowers, cut them, and then arrange them inside of our sack, and they will sit up here. Now before we go ahead and secure the sack to the actual plaque, we are going to drill some holes. I was originally going to hang this with some picture hangers on the back, but I had thought about it, and I really think I would like it better if I drilled a hole here, and put some twine in there and had it as a rope. I think it would bring more of a country feel to it, and rustic look that I really, really want upstairs. So stay tuned. I will be right back. I'm going to get these holes drilled, and we will put our twine in there, get those knots filled, and we will secure our bag and move on to our next step. I'll be right back. Okay, so we have now drilled 2 holes, one on each end. So we will take our twine here, and I am going to actually bring it from the back in. I think it's going to really make it look really nice if I have those. I like it. So anyways, let's go ahead and take our bag now, and we're going to find a place for it on our plaque. So I really like it there. I want it not too far to the bottom, but far enough. I want to keep the look of the wood up here. I really want to be able to see all of that. So I'm going to use this E6000. You can see it there. This stuff is amazing, I will say. And I'm sure all you crafters out there have used it and you know what I'm talking about. I am going to apply some here. I will apply some here. Here. There we go. Now, we're going to obviously have to let this dry, but I do not want it to fully close my bag. So I'm going to go in and just make sure that it's not doing that, and it's not, and we will have to give that time to dry. So this is what it will look like then, with my bag on it, and we will have our flowers on the inside there. But in the meantime, we are going to allow that E6000 to dry. So I will be right back to you guys. So our glue is now dry, and we will go ahead and begin to arrange our flowers. Now, I had cut all of my flowers off of the larger stem using my wire cutters, and I am going to, the nice thing is these things are very bendy, so I'm going to go ahead and put them into my basket, and we'll arrange them the way that I want them to look. So. So here is our finished project on the wall. I wanted to show you guys. It looks amazing. Those flowers, I really think it looks great with the darkened wood, the burnt wood. Definitely will be doing more of these wood projects in the future because I had so much fun. I think it looks great. So please like and subscribe below. Hit that notification button. It will let you know when we have new videos that come out each week. You can visit us on our website at rwcraft.com. There you're going to find a whole bunch of DIY projects as well as recipes, so much more. So please follow us also on Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, Instagram. So I hope you come back and join us again soon. I had a lot of fun today, and we will see you next time.